Good morning to all. Myself, Bhanu Prasad, working as an assistant professor in Vigyan Nirula Institute of Technology and Science for Women. In today's lecture, we will discuss about the fixed bias and self bias for field effect transistor. So title is FET biasing. So in this FET biasing, first one is fixed bias. So coming to the circuit diagram for this fixed bias, so it is a similar like your BJT transistor, and here also we are going for this biasing techniques to maintain the quality factor or coefficient point. So in the middle of the characteristics of the VGS and ID, that is the Q point, the Q parameters are so VGS and the drain current ID. So for that we are going to analyze so how can we fix that Q point in the middle of your active region in a fixed bias. So the circuit diagram for this fixed bias is so this is the symbol for FET, N-type JFET. We are taking this arrow mark shows the N-type JFET, and this is called a gate, and here this is the drain and this terminal is the source. So in this fixed bias we are using totally two resistors, and we are connecting the two resistors. So one is across the drain and one more resistor, so we are connecting across the gate. So similarly here we are using two power supplies, two DC power supplies. So one is applying one DC voltage we are applying across the drain, so that is called VDD, and one more power supply, so we are applying across your so gate via this resistor, and this is the power supply. We will call it is a VGG, and this is connected to ground. Similarly, the source is also connected to ground, and the name for this resistor we will call it is a drain resistor, and it is represented as RD, and the name for this resistor is RG, that is gate resistor. And we are having two more coupling capacitors. So one capacitor is connected across your gate. So this is the capacitor C1, and one more capacitor we are connecting across the drain. And here we are giving the input AC voltage or input AC signal. So at the C1 capacitor, that is the C1 coupling capacitor, and we are collecting the output of your FET at C2 coupling capacitors. So this is called V0 out. And coming to the operation of your field effect transistor of fixed bias, see here for this DC analysis, the C1 and C2 so will be act as a open circuit, so we can terminate this C1 and C2 like this. So similarly there is no V0 and there is no V. And here the current through your gate is IC is always 0. We know that. We have seen this point when we are dealing with the field effect transistors, the gate current is always 0. So the gate current is 0, then automatically the voltage drop across this resistor is also 0. So then we can say that this resistor is short circuit and it is connected to your ground directly. So we can represent this circuit diagram when we are making this resistor is a short circuit. So it will be represented as, yes, like this. It will be represented as in this way. And now see, so whenever before going to analyze the DC analysis, here the voltage across the your gate and source is called VGS, and the voltage across the drain and source is called VDS, and this is a polarities plus and minus. Here also it is polarities plus and minus. Now see, for the DC analysis at the input side, so we can draw that here. We can say that when we apply the Kirchhoff voltage law at the input side, so at the beginning we applied the voltage of VDD here, and this VDD voltage will be equal to minus VGS. So we can write that VGS is equal to minus VDD. It means that the VDD voltage is so the VDD voltage is a fixed voltage. That's why we are calling it is the fixed bias. So we are not going to vary any voltage here, just we are applying the VDD. The what voltage we applied at the input of your FET, that is across your gate and source, so that voltage will leads to the value of VGS. So coming to the Q point, if you observe the Q point, so the Q point is the, when we measure this Q point from the geographical or from the graph, we can say that the Q point is the value of VGS and ID. Now we already calculated the value of VGS. Now we have to see what is the value of ID. So when we apply the Kirchhoff voltage law at the output side of your fixed bias, so we can write that at the output side, the Kirchhoff voltage law at output side. So we can write that the applied bias voltage VDD is equal to, so here the current is ID, and we can write that VDD equal to ID into RD plus VDS plus VDS. Now, so from this we can write that the value of ID is equal to, so VDD minus VDS by value of RD, or we can write that the voltage across the drain and source is equal to some VDD minus ID into RD value. And here when we apply the point-to-point voltage values, we can write that the value of VGS is equal to the VG minus VS, and we know that here the source voltage is equal to 0 because it is connected to ground, and VGS is equal to value of VG. Similarly, if you observe the value of VDS from point to point, we can write that VD minus VS, and here also the VS is connected to ground, and we can write that the value of VDS is equal to the drain voltage. Now see students, if you want to point out these Q values and the characteristics of your field effect transistors, so we can represent it is like in this way, that is the current is ID, and here we are taking it is a VGS voltage, and we all know the characteristics of ID and VDS of the transfer characteristics will be, so in this way, so from this we know this point is called IDSS, the point is called IDSS. And students, we know that here the value of VGS is equal to, so Vp by 2, and here Vp is nothing but the pinch off voltage, and the current equation for your field effect transistors, that we can write that the current equation, that is the drain current ID equal to, so IDSS into 1 minus VGS by Vp whole square. So 1 minus VGS divided by Vp whole square. We know that the value of VGC equal to, so VDD, we can substitute the value here. So with the help of these formulas, we can identify the value of Q point here. So this is called the Vp by 2 value, and this is called the value of IDSS by 4 value. This is the, in this way we are fixing the Q point. So within the graph of your the transfer characteristics of the FET ID versus so VG, yes. Okay, students, and now so we will see the characteristics of the self bias. The characteristics of the self bias. And here, before going to start the self bias, so we have to remember a few points because here the Q point is not stable. So when we compare with the other biasing techniques in your fixed bias, because here the value of the VGS is dependent upon the VDD applied bias voltage. Even though if it is fixed, then the drain current is also so varied across your VDD value. So that's why we are selecting for the we are going for the next biasing technique, and that is called self bias. Okay, now so we will discuss about the self bias of field effect transistors. Here, if you observe the circuit diagram for the field effect transistor, so it will be like this is a N-channel JFET, and we will call it as a gate, and this is a drain, and this is a source. And here in this self-bias circuit, so we are using 3 resistors, but in fixed bias we used only 2 resistors and 2 voltage biases. But here in self bias we are using 3 resistors with a single bias voltage, and that 3 resistors we are connecting across the gate. Across the gate we will call it as a so RG, and one more resistor we are connecting at your drain terminal, and this is called RD, and one more resistor we are connecting across your source, and it is called RS. And here the power supply we are giving here is VDD, and 2 more capacitors we are connecting at your, that is coupling capacitors at your gate, and one more coupling capacitor at the drain side. This is C2. So we connected one coupling capacitor at your gate terminal and one more coupling capacitor at your drain terminal, and here we are giving the input AC signal we are giving here, and this is the output. Here Vin means AC signal, but here the C1 and C2 are coupling resistors, and they will act as a they will be in open circuit due to when we are considering the DC analysis. So that's why we can remove these capacitors here. So with these capacitors we can remove the inputs and outputs also. You see the analysis of your self-bias field effect transistors. From input and output side, we can get it by applying the Kirchhoff voltage laws. And here the current, the gate current is IZ is equal to 0. So due to this effect, the voltage drop, that is the voltage drop at VR, is also will be equal to 0. So that's why we can write this equation as so VG, this is the voltage across your gate and source, that is VGS, and the voltage across your drain and source is VDS. And now we can write that the VR is equal to minus VGS, because the IC equal to 0, so that's why this resistor will be connected as a short circuit, and the voltage drop across this resistor will be equal to minus VRS. Now when we apply the Kirchhoff voltage law at the output side, the KVL at output side, we will get that the applied voltage VDD is equal to, so the current due to in this resistor is ID, and ID into RD plus the voltage drop across your drain and source terminals, plus here the current drop will be equal to, we will call it as IS, and we know that in fact the value of ID is equal to IS. So when we substitute these values here, so we can write that IS into RS, and this term will be replaced as with ID value. And with this equation, we can get the value of VDS, that is VDD minus ID into RD minus ID into RS, and from this we can write that VDD equal to ID into RD plus RS values. ID plus RS values. And if you see the value, the current equation for this the field effect transistors, we know that the drain current is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. So when we substitute the value of VGS and here the VGS VR, we can write that the value of we can substitute the value of VGS with VR value, then we will get the ID is equal to IDSS into 1 plus VR by 1 plus VR by VP, or we can write that the value of VGS is equal to minus ID into RS. We can write that the value of VG is equal to minus ID into RS value. So when we substitute the value here, so we will get the drain current, the drain current ID is equal to IDSS into 1 plus ID into RS by VP whole square will be there. So if you analyze this equation, so we will get that the solution for this equation that we will get here is ID square is equal to K1 into ID plus K2 is equal to 0. So how we are getting this equation means, now if we analyze this one, we can write that ID is equal to, from this equation we can write that ID equal to IDSS divided by VP square, IDSS divided by VP square, and into VP plus the VP plus ID RS whole square, ID RS whole square. So from this we can write that IDSS by VP whole square. Consider this one is a plus B whole square formula, and here A equal to so VP and so B equal to ID into RS. So in this way, if you analyze this equation, so we will get the solution for this one is, so in this way. And similarly, with the help of this ID and so VGS value, so we are indicating the Q point, the middle of your the transfer characteristics curve. And dear students, this is the solution part for your the self-bias field effect transistor. When we compare this to self-bias and fixed bias, so we have to observe a few more points. That is, in self-bias we are using 3 resistors and 1 voltage source only, but in fixed bias we are using 2 resistors and 2 voltage sources. So when we reduced this voltage sources from 2 to 1, so we can able to maintain the Q point in the active region. So to compare this self-bias and fixed bias, the self-bias will give the better result in the amplification point of view. Thank you, students.